Hello, hello. Okay, somehow I crashed. Ever since I tried doing this multi-stream thing, I don't know why OBS seems a little bit unstable, but this should be already out of beta. This multi-stream thing that I'm using right now. I don't know why I crashed. This is kind of bad. In any case, SenseGuard, do you have this issue? No, I didn't end. Somehow my OBS crashed because I've installed this new multi-stream mod. It's a plugin, multi-stream plugin, Stream Elements multi-stream plugin. So I'm multi-streaming to YouTube right now as well. But the issue is this is supposed to be a it's not a beta anymore. They have officially launched this mod. So now I'm having issues with the plugin. It's crashing my stream for some reason. By the way, SenseGuard, do you have this issue in Zenless? You know, every time I go in, it keeps resetting all these settings. It keeps resetting all these settings. I don't know why. Showing new yeah, so that's the issue indeed. So I'm not the only one experiencing it as well. I see. Got it. So I also need to do this. I have a lot of catching up to do in Zenless, man. I need to do this totalized. Okay, so there's still the aftershock and the special offensive. But in any case, let me just I believe it was oh, come on, quick config, you and you, isn't it? So it would be you. Okay, this is all perfect, and then it starts. Okay, that is so bad, man. The heck? Or some... Okay, I don't understand if it is a bug or something. You know? It's so weird. Every time I dodge... Okay, for example, just now, SenseGuard, you can see that I tried to press spacebar, but Juyon was the one that came out with evasive assist. I don't know why, man. Oh, come on, man. See? Why? Why is this a thing, man? Come on. Oh, come on, man. What the fudge, bro? Did they bug out this stupid evasive thing? This is so cringe, man. I'm trying to dodge forward. Are you kidding me? Bro, come on, man. Ah. Oh, come on, man. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I'm getting annoyed now. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. What the fudge, bro? I'm getting really annoyed now. Of course it's you. What? Okay, okay, I cannot, man. I cannot with this, bro. Finally, man. Well, that was bad, man. Did I get 5k? This was worse than what I did before. 3k. No, this was not worse than what I did before. I got 26k before. The issue was I kept triggering evasive assist when I was supposed to be triggering defensive assist. Did I use this? Triggering a perfect dodge or perfect assist? Oh yeah, I think I used this one. Basic attack, dodge counter, EX special, and when I trigger perfect or perfect, nah, I have to do perfect. This buff is bad for this boss's mechanic. It makes no sense that performance points mechanics are so separated. It's kind of weird, man. Time to get this to 40k again. And I'm assuming it's probably gonna be easier now because I have M6 Panda and Pokra. And of course my Bellion is completed. So hopefully I can do it. So I'm gonna 40k this and then I'll try and see if I can. I don't think I can 100k, man. Oh, come on, bruh. Bruh. There's no way my timing was that off, man. There you go. Oh, this is bad, man. I failed. Why did you come out, bro? Hello! Oh, there you are. Welcome. What? Oh no, this is bad, man. I need to know if I get the... That is a lot of sheer force, man. Did I get the buff from him? Which I don't know. Never mind. Let me just murder you first. Nope, wrong character. Now you are alive. Alright, give me a second. Let me just cook something. Man, this is the first time ever I dodged everything. Do that. Do that. Nope. Do this. Perfect. Oh, this is bad, man. There you go. Nope. This is impossible. Oh boy. I just finished a base. You got 3 stars, probably got more. I'll try again after building Rosaria. Did I get 40k? Nope, that was 38k. That was a very bad rotation for some reason. That was an awful rotation. Here, I don't know what happened. But anyways, I forgot to mention this. Welcome Rio's Bakery. Let me just get 40k here before we move on to your before we move on to the account guide thing. All right. Close. Yeah, it was close. I need to optimize, man. Okay, smack. Bam, smack. Dodge. Do that. Now basic. What the fudge? Hit me, bro. Okay, do that, do that, do that, do that. Do that, do this, hit, dodge, do this, hit me bro, come on. This is so awful, man. Okay, so I do this, do that, do that. Do this. Do this. Oh wait. What the fuck? Made a mistake. Made a huge mistake, man. Cooking. Go smack this dude. Nice. Nope. That was a little bit wrong timing there. Oh crap. Oh crap, that was the no. Can I do it? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so. No, no, no. Oh, come on, man. Oh, just a little bit of damage, man. Oh. Oh my god, man. Maybe if I had dodged more perfectly, it would have been fine. Made a mistake, made a mistake, made a mistake. Do shooting, do this, then do this. That. That was perfect, man. Oh crap. That was the wrong move. That was a wrong move, man. Hello Vishu, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I have a feeling that I did something wrong here. Never mind, never mind. Oh gosh, jump scare. Indeed, today's a talking stream. We're gonna talk all night. Okay, this is so bad, man. Where is my 40k gaming mode? Bam. What the fudge? Oh, come on, man. That was perfect moment. Surely no sleeping today. What? Oh my god. Nope. This is not happening. Okay, what is wrong, man? Kelly, do you have insomnia out of stream? What? There's no sleeping. What do you mean there has been no sleeping ever? Okay, I can't get 20k anymore. What did I do that's different, man? What the fudge? Okay, do that, then do this. Liar. No. There's no lying. What? Aim the right one, aim the right one, please. Oh, thank God, it's the right one, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my God. Oh, let's go, baby. Okay, I think I know the reason now. I think it was because I stopped doing more. I stopped getting more performance points. I was getting the same score, but I was lacking the performance points. I think that was the issue. So what's my score now? So I have a 40k here, right? 40k plus 24k, that would be 64k. 64 plus 24, that is 88k. Now this is bad. There is no way I can get, unless I get 30k here and 30k here, there is no way for me to get 100k. So if, okay, say I use her and her and her instead with snap. That. Okay, that was so bad. Never mind. You know what? Never mind. I think it's overdue time. Let us move on. I cannot just start focusing on this anymore. So, anyways, what's let me finish submitting this. So, Rio's Bakery, are you here? Am I able to log into your game? Rio's Bakery. What happened? Why? What? What happened? What? Mr. Rio's Bakery. Okay, no, this is not working. Anyway, Rio's Bakery, my dude, are you here? Oh, I guess they're not here still. Let me take a look. Oh, let's see here. Mr. Rio's Bakery. MC got new skin the way. Indeed. And it looks amazing. It looks so amazing. Look. This is how Bale looks like. And this is how Wise looks like. Bro, Wise got cake, man. Wise got cake. I repeat, Wise got cake. Look at that cake, bro. Bro got the Riz. All of a sudden, the Riz power, baby. But then again, it's so laggy. Anyways, I think Bale is. Oh my, Bale's splash art here looks so amazing. With the mischievous, smug face, and then the whole greeting, you know. There you are. Let's go. Okay. So Mr. Rio's Bakery, are you ready? Are you ready for your review or for your account guide? Let me just do this. Oh, come on, man. Let me just do this first. Are you ready, Mr. Rio's Bakery? Let me just Rio him. So I'm gonna need your credentials. Mr. Rio's Bakery. Oh, alright, I've obtained your credentials. I've obtained your credentials. Hackermans. Hackermans indeed. Let me just log out of my own account. Log into. Wow, this is an interesting credential that I have seen here. Interesting credentials. What in the Jeep's heck is this? Oh, right. I have sent the verification code to you. Mr. Rio's Bakery, please take a look at the email. And give me the code. What the heck is Towerborn Discord? Alright, looks like someone tagged me in. 3541 Hackermans. Time to Hackermans. Oh, this is so bad, man. Alright, agree to all. Then I need to remember to change server. Look at his map. Don't, bro, don't expose yourself any further, man. So why are you trying to dox your own account? Calm down, bro. Calm down. Alright, let me just let me change into Genshin. Alright, so we're gonna do account guidance, right? So let me change game for now. Genshin Impito. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the characters you have here, right? Alright, so far you have built, I would assume anyone that is 80 or above is built and used. You have a really nice way. Why, thank you, Mr. Rio's Bakery. Thank you for the compliment. Anyways, let us get on track here. So, okay, here's the thing. This account is probably an account that's very new, alright? And evident by the fact that it's only AR58. It is quite a new account, I would say. You are only starting to get into the end game. And why do I say this with confidence? It's because you have only 15 characters that are built and at level 80 above. And of the 15 characters that you have, you still have some that are not fully enhanced, fully ascended, as you can see here, right? So your struggles here, basically the struggles you have right now with your account is that she needs to be level 90 because you're playing her with Hyper Bloom, right? Hyper Bloom scales heavily on level. It is very important. Your Rio is perfect. I'm not gonna judge on Rio. There's no point in judging on your Rio. You know how to play Rio. You know the ins and outs of him. You know how big his cake is. You know how big his chest is. You know he has ears. He has cat ears for a hat. You know that when he does the punching, his cake moves and all that. So we're not gonna talk about Rio. We're not gonna talk about Rios here. We're gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about Rio here, right? We're gonna talk about everything else that you need in order to make your account much better, right? So I don't know if Lin has given you any sort of advice, but I'm gonna give you all the advice that I have seen that you can fix, alright? Everything that I think you can fix for your account, to improve, to gain a lot of progress, right? The first thing I would do is Cookie. Basically, the first thing I would care about is to get Cookie fully ascended and then leveled to 90. That is all you need to do. That is the first thing you do, right? And then after that, the second thing is you ascend Xiangling to her last ascension, and then you leave her at level 80. That is the second thing you do, right? Very easy. The third thing you do is you level Chlorine to 90, right? 3 things, first off. And then the fourth thing is, if you play Tenari, if you do want to improve on Tenari, you get him to level 90, right? That's the fourth thing. And then the fifth thing is to get Fischl to level 90. It is very, 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 very hard for you to progress with your account when you hit an enemy, when you face an enemy that is a huge counter to both Mavica and Arlecchino. Alright? These two are the top 1 and 2 strongest Pyro DPS. Alright, 2 strongest Pyro DPSs in the game, but once you face an enemy, alright, once you hit a situation where Pyro characters will struggle in endgame, you will rely on either Rio or Chlorine or Tanari or whoever it is that can better deal with this enemy rather than using a Mavica or an Arlecchino. Alright? It is not a lot, right? The situation is very hard to meet, but there will be one day for sure Mavica and Arlecchino will have some sort of issue. For example, Neuvillette. Alright, you don't have Neuvillette, but Neuvillette is a great example of a character that is extremely powerful, that has been in the meta, that has an extremely strong presence in the meta. But whenever the game, whenever Abyss Rotation comes out with Hydro-Tulpa, whenever the game comes out with Tulpa in Abyss, your Neuvillette is instantly shut down on that side. There's no way he can get through Tulpa without in 3 minutes. There is no meaningful play for him to clear Tulpa in 3 minutes. Alright, this is basically the one situation where, alright, this dude here, okay, this dude is fully immune to Hydro, so you will never know if there is an enemy that will be fully immune to Pyro. That will make it very hard for you to deal with, even though you have Mavica or Arlecchino, right? So basically, your Mavica, I'm gonna assume she's okay. This is amazing stats here, though I don't think she needs ER. You have 0 EM, so you might wanna, swap over to okay. Fang is actually kind of not good for her. So if you maybe you can okay, well, it's the only thing you can have on her. So she's good for now, alright? Though I would suggest that considering your weapon has extremely high base attack, you have 2.2k attack, all you need to do is maybe find an EM sense somewhere. Well, I guess if you have the time, get an EM sense, but she's not the priority. It is not the priority. Okay, read your where's your message? Where is it? Wait, what message? Wait, did you Pyro Shield? No, I'm not talking about just pyro shield. I'm talking about situations where pyro characters are not at an advantage, right? Even if your DPS is extremely amazing, for example, Malvika, extremely meta, right? When faced against an enemy that counters her, right, she's still gonna struggle. You're still gonna struggle a lot. I've played Malvika. You know what? I should probably turn off song request for now, right? Let me just turn. Okay, let me just turn off song request. Not that you me. Wait, what me? What me? Wait, I don't understand. What did I say? Up what? Okay, what? What did you say? What did you say here? Let's see. I think I was farming for cookie mats. Okay, you're gonna get EM sense from elixir. Oh, you're talking about you getting an EM sense for Mavica with the elixir thing with a transmutation. Okay, got it. Yeah, sure. It is not it's not a it's an amazing investment to do it. However, I would say your priority is probably not with Malvika for now, because right now your character pool is very small, right? I would mark your Malvika as complete for now. Yeah, she seems complete for now. Alright, burst is level 10, even though skill is not level 10, but level 8 is also makes her hit really hard, so pretty good. Bennett is okay. Bennett is support. You just need a lot of ER, which I assume you do. Okay, 206 is a little bit low, but still okay. Kazuha needs a lot of ER. Okay, I think the EM's amazing. So Kazuha is still okay. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Sense God. What? What is okay? What is right? Okay, I'm not sure what is Raiden here, but you're definitely gonna have to fix your Raiden because she's you're cooking on the okay. Never mind. Kazuhana at 1K. Yeah, this Reg SMH. Don't look builds. Okay, don't look builds. I do still need to look builds though because this is an account progress, right? So talents, right? Level 10 Farina, crowning Farina's burst is a great deal that you can do. Okay. Okay, amazing Alakino. Okay. Um. Did you give up on Arlecchino or something? Oh, the crit rate is not there. You don't have a crit rate. Ow. You don't have a crit rate. So that's the issue. Got it. Wrong weapon. Wait, what weapon are you supposed to use here? Is this the weapon you're supposed to use? She has Rosa Pix pieces. Rosaria pieces, you mean? You're just saying that these are Rosaria pieces? I'm not sure I understand it. But anyways, okay, so it's gonna be EM sense. It's not really for Arlecchino. But anyways, I'm assuming you're still I'm assuming yeah, I don't know what the white tassel. The problem is you don't have it. Ian-san has white tassel. Okay, so this is how she. Yeah, the crit rate is still too low. 75, 25, and 2k attack on correct build. Correct build with white tassel. Oh, let me guess. Rosaria is wearing her set right now. Right. Okay, let me re-gear your character. I don't know what you use Rosaria for. I know you mentioned that you were using Rosaria. So I'm gonna re-gear. Let's not do the set filter. Is it fully everything that you transfer over? 23 plus 34 from 3 transcript this reg SMH. Oh, there it is, Rosaria. Wait, isn't this better? Oh, that is a lot of crit rate though. Okay, let me turn that off. Word music. Is this shadow? I can't see at all. I'm assuming that's shadow, isn't it? Because it's a mod. Oh yeah, it's shadow. I paused it shadow. Yeah, I'm in the middle of an account guide, so I'm trying to. Okay, you know what? I know this sounds stupid, right? I know this sounds stupid, but actually, you know what? Never mind. Let me re-gear. I'm gonna assume this is Rosaria, right? This is correct. Is this how she looks like? What do you mean you can't see your online? But no, my chat right now it's the multi-stream chat. So I hate it. I don't know why it is black colored. I literally cannot see your name, Shadow. This is in dark. The chat that I'm using, I'm forced to use a dark mode chat. I tried changing it in Stream Elements. I don't know where. I just couldn't change it. So now I'm looking at the dark chat, which is kind of annoying. So okay. So I'm assuming this is how your Arlecchino looks like. Which I think yeah, I think it's better you stick to this. Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, I think what you can do here is this, right? Alright, your crit rate drops to 70. Alright, you lose 3 crit rate. Alright, in favor of Xingqiu getting more ER. Alright? Alright, so this puts your Xingqiu at 260. Okay? I think this is a very decent change. Even though Arlecchino's crit rate drops a little bit, but I think it is a great switch overall that you can do. Okay, so this would be your new Arlecchino build. Although it'd be better if you have something that gives you more than whatever. Anyways, so Arlecchino is fine. Raiden is a little bit awkward for now. Xingqiu is also a little bit awkward. He's not on any set effect. But I think Xingqiu is fine, considering you're using Xingqiu with Cookie. Alright, and Cookie is, you know, your Hyperbloom DPS. So I would say the first team you can do is Rio, Math. If you really want to, I think Rio Math should be a great melt team. Yes, yes. Corinne is messed up. You only recently started truly farming for her IC. He yawned. What do you mean we should make the let's see here, actual overload build. Anyways, I think you can consider doing Rio with Math. Rio with Math should work, right? If I'm not mistaken. Math, Rio, Banette. Where's Banette? Where's Banetto? Banette, Rio, Math, and Xiangling. Was it? Xiangling stole her what now? No, 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 no. Xiangling is fine. I don't think you need to change Xiangling. You maintain. Okay. Actually, you know what? Xiangling's. No, no, this is the. Okay, this is how you play Xiangling. Okay, you need her at a lot of ER. Okay, so for now, I think you maintain Xiangling like this. Alright, so this one plus 12 gives you 70 something, right? You have 100 crit damage, 70 something crit rate, decent crit rate, you have high ER. This is how you play Xiangling. Ignore the attack is gonna be low. What you need to do is do the last ascension, alright? So Xiangling, you don't need to do anything anymore. This is how she's gonna look like. That's all. Let's see here. Imagine having good builds. I can't relate. Hello, Noxus. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Anyways, just look at my team. It's actually his best. Okay, so this is completed. Now we take a look at this. So okay, so for her, okay, she's on Noblesse. Okay, she's on Noblesse. So okay, just yep, yeah, this is. Well, I guess she's fine for now. You don't really. You call these good. I call these decently good builds because you are a new player. Your builds are actually going up to the standards of how new characters a newly built account looks like. You know, a newly progressing account. You have not seen accounts where I feel like I would just want to, you know, turn off the accounts when I look at the character stats they have. Right? I can give you an example. Basically, it's what your Raiden looks like, but on all the characters. It's what your Raiden looks like, but on all the characters here. That's what I'm trying to get at. So, and yeah, it's very, you know, very hard. So, anyways, to be fair, your Raiden can actually be, you know, how do I say this? Your Raiden can actually be a cookie replacement if you want to, because all you need to do is just move every single gear you have on Cookie onto Raiden, and then Raiden's just good to go. Because you also have this weapon at almost maxed out, and you know, with EM, so it's actually pretty good, I would say. So Farina is fine for now. I think you can just leave Farina as is. Arlecchino, this is the normal build. So Chlorine here, let's see, 20% would be at 67, which is kind of bad. Finale of the Deep, do you have issue? You do have Calamity of Issue, but you don't have a shielder built, right? So, or you plan to, well, you do have Lanyan built, so you can probably consider, okay, maybe what you can consider is an electro or taser team, right? If you do a taser team, I think it would be okay because what you can do is you and you, or you can do you a healer, maybe a Barbara. I don't know. Maybe you build a Barbara, but I don't think you need a healer because she can heal herself. Alright, so what you can do is 1, 2, but actually, you know what? I do still think you might need a healer because Farina's draining your whole team's HP. So Lanyan was built. Stop using her for taser team. Who do you use for taser team though? If you're not using her. Are you using Jean for taser team? Because Lanyan, the reason why you would use Lanyan is because if you are using Calamity of Issue, you need to have a shield on. See, while characters are protected by a shield, your damage dealt by normal and charge attacks is increased by 40%, and normal charge attack crit rate increased by 60%. This is an amazing weapon for Chlorine. It is the perfect free-to-play weapon for chlorine. Alright? So if you're using Finale of the Deep, well, I guess Finale of the Deep is okay, though I would prefer maybe. Actually, the only issue with Calamity of Issue is actually the shield. So I can understand why you don't want to use it. It is a huge disadvantage because you would have to use a shielder in the team. So I would understand why. Okay, so and also one thing I would suggest is that your characters have level 90 weapons. It would be very huge. For example, Bennett buffs more with level 90 weapon, right? Sapwood Blade is fine at R1. You don't need to get more copies. But if you're using her with Finale of the Deep, you might want to get to rank 5. I'm assuming you don't have the builder, that's why it's still rank 2, so it's okay. For Nahida, pretty easy to build. Alright, you would have 50 something crit rate, something crit damage. So if you want to build Navia, if you want to build Nahida, the one thing you want to know, the most important thing to attack percent. The most important thing to know is that you do want her with a little bit of crit. So as you can, so your Nahida does have a little bit of crit. So you go, oh. Waiting for Edge. I hate Edge. Is Edge done? Is Edge done? Is the Kazuha Novelet right? Wait, is that? I need Chatterino, man. I need Chatterino. Might as well just open up Chatterino because I can't see crap here. I miss this bro yapping like that. What do you mean, bro? I'm back. What up, back? Stop edge. You stop edging. What the foo? Anyways, so once again, okay, well, where did we stop at? Mr. Kim Dokja Satwa. Where did we stop at? Where did we stop at chlorine here? Well, we're with the finale of the deep here. Mr. Kim Dokjae. Mr. Rio's Bakery. Mr. Rio's Bakery. Stop looking at Rio's cake and reply me. You stopped at the song. Gosh darn it, this Shadow. Shadow, listen here. This is an account guidance, okay? Okay? I need them to be able to listen to me completely, alright? They need to have full clarity. I can't have, you know, the blast, have the song getting blasted to oblivion and then having Rio not being able to, who needs to what in the J, gosh dear. Oh, you're listening. So where did we stop that? Rio, is it here? Did I mention about the refinement with the weapon? I'm assuming you don't have to build it, right? So if you're using Finale of the Deep, so R5, very important, and level 90 weapon, I'm assuming you know about that as well. Alright, just a couple things to take note. So for Nahida, a pretty decently built Nahida would have the decent crit ratio. With she doesn't really need ER. EM has to be quite high. Alright, kind of hard to build. He missed it from the listening chlorine. Alright, chlorine is basically a choice of between Finale of the Deep that you have or Calamity of Eshu. So with Calamity of Eshu, This dude, he missed from the start. Calamity of issue. So okay, I'm just gonna repeat everything with chlorine again. So chlorine, basically, all right. Basically, chlorine here have R5, Fidelity of the Deep, or you use Calamity of Issue. All right, two Calamity of Issue, two weapons for her. All right, for you to choose from. I'm gonna assume you're using this on her now because you have Kazuha. You said that you use Kazuha as your 5-star as your 4 VV as your VV shredder. All right. So that is the reason why. So your Taser team has her has Kazuha, Chlorine, Farina, and then it's probably best if you get a healer. You got Chlorine after oh you got Chlorine. Gosh darn it. Anyways, again with Nahida, okay, you need to take note of the crit ratio. Alright, Nahida, even though she can be built very cheaply, alright, if you really want to build her extremely cheap, what you can do is just give her all the EM with 4-piece deep wood, and that is all she needs. Alright, that is the cheapest way to build Nahida. However, if you want to build your Nahida with a little bit of min-maxing, then you care a little bit about the crit ratio, right? Because she actually does amazing damage on Trikarma Purification, right? The damage hits quite hits really hard. She's an amazing off-field DPS if you build her well, right? So take note of that. Kind of important if you want to improve your Nahida. I think for now she's fine because you're using her with Cookie anyway. Although it gives you a little bit more damage, but overall your main source of damage is Cookie. You want to first level 90 Cookie. That is the first thing you want to do for the damage. Very important. That's why you can hold off on completing Nahida first, right? And okay, so basically what I mean is that you have a team, right? Okay, you have a team. Okay, we take a look at the team comp. So you have a team. For example, let's do you have a team that okay? Let's put one team here, right? I'm just gonna use this team as an example. So yeah, let's go to this. So first, you would always have a DPS. So in this case, the DPS would be a Cookie, right? So we put Cookie as a DPS, and then the way that your DPS does something, or for the way for Cookie to do her to do damage, is to have a just to trigger the hyper boom reaction, which you would need a rapid hydro applicator. One is a Singshu, and then you couple it with Nahida, a Dendro applicator, right? So two of these together, you get a lot of Dendro for Cookie to trigger hyper boom, and then lastly would be Cookie herself as a healer. You don't need a healer, so you would need someone else in the 4th slot. So it can be either a let's say, who can it be? Interesting. Who would you use on the 4th slot in a hyper boom team? Interesting. I have not actually thought about this. Okay, let's just assume. Let's not think about the 4th team for now. All right, let's think about this team here. These are the core. 4th would be a flexible slot that you can slot in anyone that can help with the hyper boom. All right, so here, I don't know how many Cookie mats you need, but all you need to do is just to get her to level 90. As a DPS, for Hyper Bloom, the investment level is one of the lowest ever to get the most benefits out of a team. Here's the reason why: everything mostly hinges on the Hyper Bloom applicator, right? The Hyper Bloom trigger, which would be cookie, is very important. And Hyper Bloom scales on level and flat damage only, and EM. So if Farina would not be an okay. Well, I mean, she can be used. To be honest, you can use Farina here, of course. Though she doesn't really do much with the team aside from her personal damage, and her burst is not gonna help with Hyper Bloom damage as well. So you would essentially be bursting to increase Xingqiu, Nahida, and her own damage. So do keep in mind about this. But basically, this is a flexible slot. All right, you can put in anyone you want. The most important thing that is that in a team, usually what you would do is you focus on the DPS first, and then you slowly build up the supports. And in this case, and in Genshin's case, as a new player, usually you would build one team until it's fully completed. So now I would say your Risley team is definitely gonna be completed because you're a Risley main. So you would definitely have you would definitely have Risley and all his teammates completed. So we move on to the second team. The second team I would suggest is most probably a Hyper Bloom team. A Hyper Bloom team is, it's just you use Xingqiu, you burst skill, and then you change to Nahida, you link everyone together, and then you use Cookie, you use skill, and then you just keep applying Hydro and Dendro again and again, so that you produce a lot of bloom, so that you bloom a lot of seeds, so you have a lot of Dendro cores, and then your Cookie just triggers Hyper Bloom of all them, right? Yeah, math overload is done, so math overload. Let me take a look. So math's teammates would be uh, Pyro Electro, right? So your math's teammates would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? This feels awful, man. This feels kind of awful. Okay, so maybe you don't use Yansan here, but you do this for overloaded team, right? You use so you use Xiangling. Well, yes, you can also use Xiangling. So what you can do is Xiangling, Official, Banat, and what's her name? Chef, right? So what you can do is you use Chef, Xiangling, Official, Banat. The reason why you don't use Yansan but instead Official is because you need to constantly apply overloaded. Well, not very frequently, but you need to have a consistent application of consistent trigger of overloaded reaction in order to keep maintaining the pyro electro rest shred, because it's only for 6 seconds, so you would prefer to be able to trigger overloaded reaction every within 6 seconds all the time. All right, very important. Well, yeah, you can use Auroron as well in this case if you really want to, like Manette, Auroron, what's her name? Or our Burnett, over Auroron, Chef, and Xiangling if you really want to. But Official is a great sub DPSer. That's all. That's the reason why. Slap Yansan twice, never went to guy besides him. Slap, yeah, wow, that's real. I'm just giving an example, right? So for if your overloaded team is completed, then Though I would say you can start to branch out into aggravate teams as well if you want to. Though aggravate teams is not really aggravate team is kind of struggling in nowadays contents, right? It's more so overloaded that is more on a if that is that can be seen on the mat on the clear meta lately. I think so. Aggravate is actually is actually a little bit in a little bit of an awkward spot right now. So I'm not sure. Maybe not invest into aggravate for now, considering you're gonna use hyper bloom. You can use aggravate from time to time if the content allows you. Nowadays, it's very hard to find a content that allows for dendro reaction teams to work. Though even hyper bloom is kinda struggling now. So understandable. So basically, uh, chlorine. If you're using chlorine with taser, she's fine at level 81. But if you use her at you just need to take note. If you ever use aggravate teams, you would want main DPS to also be level 90. Main DPS and sub DPS. Alright, sub DPS, main DPS. Okay? Because again, aggravate quicken is also heavily reliant on level, character level. Right? The bigger difference between the character level and the enemy level, the less damage you do. Alright? The less damage you do with aggravate, with quicken team, with dendro reactions in general. If your character levels are a huge a huge gap, alright, very big difference from the enemy level, you deal extremely low damage because dendro reaction is created to have heavy reliance on character level. So this, which is why you will mostly see people who build electro and dendro characters to be at level 90. That is something that is quite important that you need to take note. Ian-san can be at level 80 because she's a buffer. She's not a DPSer. Her damage is negligible. Building her damage doesn't benefit you much because all you do with her is just to come out, use skill, use burst, and then she's off the field and she's not going to continue doing any sort of damage. So it is understandable if you do not want to get Yansan to level 90. Other characters you would prefer them at level 90 regarding Electro and Dendro if you want to use them in Dendro related teams like Tanari, Official. So priority I would put on Chlorine getting to level 90. Other than, and then you can consider doing Official, Nahida, or Tanari. But my priority would be first Chlorine if you really want to use Chlorine in a quicken team. So Chlorine would be the first one you would get to 90. The second one would be Tanari. And then you go to Nahida, and that's the official. Right. The rest, and well, Auroron, I guess you would fix him in overloaded teams. Maybe, I'm not sure. I haven't finished her. She needs to get burst level 10. Who needs to get burst level 10? You're saying Chlorine? Chlorine needs to get skill level 10. More important than burst level 10. As you can see here with the talent upgrade. First priority, you can see it's Hunter's Vigil because this is her main damage source. You know, her main damage source is this thing. Very important. Her second damage source is this. This is not a lot of damage compared to her skill. So you would put priority on skill first for Corin. And then for Fischl, burst is not that relevant. Her skill is more relevant. For Tonari, the basic attack is very important, and then burst is important. Let's see. You meant Ian-san. Yes, Ian-san level 10 is amazing. Though I'd say you can probably stop at level 8 for now and try to focus on other characters. So first, Cookie, Chlorine. You want to skip Tenor. No problem. Do you farm Emblem of Farm? That's for now. No, I think for now you still need to build your characters up first, I would say. I think that would be probably the one thing you want to do first. For example, your Xiangling, you need to do the so priority list. In my opinion, would be to build to one of it is Xiangling to do last ascension. She can be at level 80. You don't need to 90 her, but you do need to do the last ascension because last ascension gives her a little bit more EM. More EM means more damage because Xiangling is the best pyro applicator in the game at the same time, and also an amazing DPS, right? She's no one. She's uncontested in terms of reaction damage, uncontested, because she always applies pyro on every single hit of Pyro Nado. Having no ICD on her burst is, I think the devs probably made a huge mistake with that, but they cannot roll back the changes, so she has become so oppressive in the meta until now. So her only drawback is that she needs a lot of ER to work. Other than that, once you get her to a level where she's working fine, she's extremely powerful 4-star DPS. So that's the reason why I would suggest you do the last ascension on her, but then you can just leave her alone for the time being, right? She has 7 because her build's fine for now. You can improve her down the line later. She's just gonna work, even though her stats are not as not how do I say, not what you want right now. Maybe you want to improve her down the line, but she works fine for now. Anyways, because she's a support, you can min-max her to 40k HP later when you start farming for artifact, but now's not the time. Alright, Xingqiu, of course, last ascension if you want to, but he's also fine right now. I think so priority would be, let's see, first thing you do is, just now you said, cool. Okay, so priority would be Cookie, right? Level 90 Cookie, and then the second one would be Xiangling Ascension, right? After Xiangling's Ascension, then Chlorine level 90, and then after that you can start farming for artifacts. I think that's the best order in terms of how I see it. All right, Chlorine's because you do still want to have DPSs built up to the required level, right? To the necessary level before you start focusing on the supports and all that. Even though supports are important as well, However, if your DPS is not doing, it's not even up to par with the stats and all that, doesn't matter how strong your support is, your DPS is just not gonna do much. So DPS is very important. Let's see, Park Emblem or Marchese or Deepwood or Bowl. I think, I personally think you can strongbox for Emblem. You do not farm for Bowl Domain. Bowl Domain has a dead set that can only be used by Emily. No one else can use that set. Well, maybe some niche sort of teams can use it, but those niche teams are for advanced players, veteran players who know how to play the game. So Bowl Domain is definitely not it. Deepwood Domain is okay. Deepwood Domain is okay, but you are only essentially farming for Nahida. In that sense, if you are farming for Deepwood, because no other character would use Deepwood here. And then the other set you farm, which is Golden Troop. No. Was it Golden Troop? Gilded Dreams. Was it? Wait, what's this again? What's this called again? Gilded Dreams. Okay, so for your 4-piece Gilded Dream set, is a power crept set. And the reason being, there is actually a set that is for Hyper Bloom. So Gilded Dreams is kind of just a statistics artifact set. It gives you a lot of attack and EM based on your team comp. Alright? It gives you a lot of EM or attack based on your team comp. So it's basically just a bunch of stats that you get, and there's no other benefits. So you don't get increased damage, you don't get like maybe attack speed or whatever sort of other benefits. It's just a bunch of stats it gives you. So it is an amazing set. It's just that the only people that are able to use Gilded Dreams that you have, which obviously you don't want to build this perfect example here, this scenario, but you say you don't want to build him, so Deepwood would probably not be the one you want to farm. Marachuse Hunter. Now that is an amazing set, but I believe your Rio is already fully completed. I don't know if you still want to farm for Rio. And then there's no one else who can use that set anymore. No one. Aside for Rio or no one actually. There is no one who can use Marachese set that you have aside from Rio. Because he's the only one who has HP manipulation in his kit. Other characters, if you plan to give them MH, you would have to, they would become Farina reliant. So I would not recommend you farm for Marachese Hunter, not at your current progress. Now Emblem has a 4-piece Emblem. You can farm for a lot of characters with 4-piece Emblem. So Xingqiu is one that you can farm for. Although I believe your Xingqiu is on Emblem Nobilis. Nope. So Xingqiu can use 4-piece Emblem. So he becomes like a sub DPS. Right? He helps deal a little bit of damage to the enemy. So he's one. Another one, well, definitely Xiangling can be improved further if you farm for Emblem. Who else was it? Who else can use this set? You can build Kaya to use this set, as an off-field cryo applicator and DPSer. So Kaya can also use this set. Beto can also use this set. Is her burst, and all that. Other than that, the rest of the characters means if you're farming for Emblem, it means you have to farm to level up the rest of the characters. So you EP a little bit. It is 3 a.m. now, right? Xingqiu has messed up pieces. It should be on two-piece glad and emblem. Two-piece glad is kind of meh. Two-piece glad. Kind of meh. Rosaria can use emblem. Yes, for sub, off-field cryo DPS. So Rosaria can use it. Raiden, yes, of course, you can also farm Raiden. So basically, out of all the all the options you've given, I think farming for emblem is probably the best one. And then for the four piece, what's the name again? Shimenawas. All right, four-piece Shimenawas. Four-piece Shimenawas would only be useful for basic attack characters as a DPS, right? You use basic attack, which would be no one that you will be able to use it for on. So four-piece Shimenawas is again another set that doesn't really benefit you. So yeah, you would probably let's take a look at your Natlan characters. So you have Silonen, right? You have Silonen. Oh, who do you have? Natlan characters. You have Math. Okay. You have Yansan. Ororon. You have quite a bit of characters that can okay, yeah. Okay, so I think the best domain for you to farm is probably scroll and what you need more now. Raiden Feather is on your fufu. Okay, so you have two options. Rio's Bakery, two options. First option, you can farm for emblem, right? Because somehow you've landed in quite an awkward situation, right? Which means that whatever domain you farm, you will be farming at half the efficiency, right? It's always going to be half the efficiency because the other set is not going to be useful for any of your other characters that you have, even though you have the one set that is useful. So ultimately, the only choice that you've been given here is to farm domains at 50% efficiency, but you farm for the domains that can help you build a lot of characters, right? Every single pieces can help to build whichever character that you have on the team better. So one is emblem, right? Emblem helps you a lot. You can build it on Xingqiu, you can build it on Raiden, right? You can build it on, you can further improve your Xiangling if you want to. Okay, another one would be Cinder Scroll, right? Scroll set as well. Domain. You can also give it to those. Give scroll set to the characters. Right. Farm scroll set for Ororon, right? Ororon and to hydrate. All right, hydrate. Farm Crimson, peaceful results. This Noxus, man. By the way, Noxus, I don't think I will be able to do your how do I say it? I don't think I will be able to do your redeem today, right? Once I'm done with this account guide for it's so hard for me to speak, man. I think I've stopped speaking on stream for such a long time. I'm getting rusty. What am I supposed to say here, man? I'm doing discount guide for Rio's Bakery, so it's gonna take me quite a lot of time. So once I'm done with it, I need to head to bed because it's already 3 a.m. for me, 3:20 a.m. for me, my time. So I need to go to work tomorrow, so I need to wake up quite early. So Sadly, after this, I cannot do the redeem, but I will do it the next time you are on stream, Noxus. Okay, I will speak as well next time, right? But I will whisper, I will whisper like this. I will whisper because my family is back tomorrow, so I cannot really speak loudly. Anyways, so all of these are completed. So I think that's the general direction for now. Rio's Bakery, right? So as to not confuse you. So your first priority would be cookie, the 90, ascend, and 90. First thing you do. Second, you go for Xiangling, level 9, the Xiangling Ascension, but level 80, alright? And then the third thing you do is Chlorine, level 90. And then after that, you can go farm for artifacts first, okay? You can either choose Emblem, so you can make Raiden, you can make Raiden viable, right? Because Raiden is also an amazing character. So and you can also use the famous national team. National team is still proven to be useful from time to time, right? Or you farm for scroll, scroll or obsidian, right? Scroll or obsidian. So which means you can further improve your math. You can give scroll to Zilonan. You can give scroll to Oberon. You can also give scroll to Yansan, right? So these two choices, either emblem or scroll. Yes, farm for cookie to level 90, Xiangling to 1 sand and all that. Yeah. I used national for the longest time, then Raiden overlay. You switch DPS like batteries. It is. I think it's fine. Just if that team works, then it works. So it's not no big deal. You can even use a weird team like a team with Xinyan, and if it works, it works, right? You don't really need to follow whatever set rules that this is a better team. I'm just gonna use the better team because ultimately this is a team building game. You know how to build a team, you know how to play the game. Okay, you know how to build a team, you can definitely play the game, right? You can even use weird teams like for example, you can use a Candace DPS if you really want to. Of course, because she's a 4-star, you will need immense investment into making her actually viable as a DPS. But if you really want to, if you really have the guts to do it, well, go for it, right? No harm, no foul, all right? I've tried making a lot of weird teams work, all right? When some of them work, I just scrap it. All right, this is not gonna work. It doesn't matter. I'll just move on to other things, all right? Don't need to beat yourself over it, up over it, all right? Experimenting is it's always okay to experiment because this is your account ultimately, right? Ultimately, this is your account. It is okay if you make mistakes, right? Because you learn from your mistakes, right? Very important lesson here. I feel like a lot of people, how to say, they want to not make mistakes in your account, and instead they've forgotten that a game is supposed to make you have fun. So if you're building and you're feeling burnt out from building characters, then either you take a step back, stop playing the game for a while, or you quit all over together, or you play the game how you want to play it. Right? It helps more. Right? It's more healthy for you mentally, so you don't get burned out and all that. Okay. Overall, a very important thing that I feel like I need to impart here that I think a lot of people don't think about, right? It's fine to go for meta teams if you are the sort of people who have fun, who can have fun from playing, who only has fun if you play a meta team and you destroy the enemy. That is fine. That is also another form. Then these people are fine because they will not be mentally fatigued from playing. They will not be burnt out. because that is the form of having fun. But for many other people, because of chasing meta, trying the 36 stars and all that, they try to force it to get it very fast, and they get burned out very quick. So don't beat yourself up if you cannot clear the latest difficulty and get the full rewards and all that yada blah blah. Right? Just progress how you want to progress, right? Do what you want to do. It is your account ultimately. Also, it is basically at the end of the day, it's up to you to derive how much worth you are getting out of this game, right? A very simple thing, right? There is no need to make it complicated. There is no need to do whatever sort of rocket science research and all that in order to get the best efficiency, or you compare it to other games to find out why is this game superior than others, whatever. All of that is useless, man. All of those are whatever useless thoughts, yada blah blah. Anyways, so I think that's all for your account progress guide. I don't want to overload you with too many stuffs, because ultimately I also don't know what kind of other characters you want to build, right? Next time you can ask for any characters you are interested in building to play. You can ask me about it. I'll help as much as I can. All these characters down here, but the important ones are the first 15 characters that you have that are builds. Very important, right? You start to start with a couple, complete a couple of the characters, and then you move on to the rest when you feel like you want to start using the rest of the characters. Like for example, I didn't really explain much on Sucrose or on Lanyan, but down the line, once you have like many of these completed and you want to move on to these characters, they're fine. Sucrose is a decent driver. Alright, if you want to do the Sucrose national team, she's also viable for the driver national team. Or you can go for Lanyan national team. Alright, the new meta, I think, is the Lanyan national team now, because she provides shield. You can build her full EM. What's that? What else was it? She also gives EM to the whole team at C4. Yes, C4. So, right, she gives EM to the whole team. She has 4 VV shred. She has shield. So she's basically a consolidated, consolidate. She has a consolidated kit as a 4-star, right? Very stacked kit, and in fact she can also in some cases be better than Zhongli, because her 4 VV is a 40% elemental shred compared to Zhongli's 20% elemental shred. Even though Zhongli's is more universal, alright, he shreds everything. For Lanyan, if you are fighting against PHEC elements, alright, Pyro, Hydro, Electro, Cryo elements, she will have a 40% shred first off, and then she gives 60 EM to the whole party at C4. This makes her extremely viable as a driver, right? So she would be better than Zhongli in that situation. So again, of course, viable characters to use. So if you're interested, you can just ask me about it and all that stuff. And her skills shield refreshes of the C2. Yes, indeed. So for Lanyan, if you get her at C2, she has this this thing, right? So when the shield is active, your normal attack will deal damage. 40% of the damage absorbed will be restored. Your shield will just restore a little bit, and it triggers every 2 seconds. So basically, and it's active character, which means she can also replenish the shield by herself. So overall decent character, right? And she goes crazy at C6 because it means you will have permanent shield on. While right, you have the added benefits of you have the offensive capabilities consolidated into her while she's a defensive role, right? Offense and defense together, right? All because first off she's a Nemo and she provides a shield. So and also because she also gives EM to the team. So overall amazing. Of course, she's not gonna be as great a driver as Sucrose per se. Sucrose is still one of the best Nemo drivers in the team, right? Nemo drivers, one of the best would be either her. I think she's the second place, and then the first one is Wanderer, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or is it her? No, the first. Yeah, she's the first one, and then Wanderer, and then Lanya. I think that's the order. I don't know, but top three are this. All right, these three basically. Anyways, do you have any more questions, Rio's Bakery? I think I've elaborated quite a bit on the characters now. So, do you have any more questions that you need answer? And and if I managed to help you understand like what is your direction to go into? Mr. Wee, you got them all. Nice. All right. So hopefully that helps you, all right, to build towards the characters and to help you progress your account, right? Now I will proceed to end the stream with your account logged in, all right? Because if not, I will be showing a dark screen. Oh, right, you don't have artifacts. Well, this is awkward. Anyways, well, it's gonna take you a long time before you can start using. Do I go for Yelan, Emily, or Shenhe? Okay, let's take a look at you. You would save for a confirmed character. I think that's what you would do. Alright, you would save for a confirmed character. Because right now you're in no state to get someone at all. No state at all. You can't even clear this one off. You're lacking primos. I would assume probably because you let's see here. So let's do this. Because you haven't really finished exploring the game, right? There's still like a bunch of primos here, a bunch of primos here. See, quite a lot of primos here. About 39% of primos. 64, 53. Oh, this is a lot of primos. It's only 45%. What else do you have? This is a little here. 60. Oh, damn, funny number. 69% here. So, I think once you cover up all the bases here, maybe, just maybe, you can get a soft PD summon, and you're gonna dread coming here, which I feel like you're dreading. You've already dreaded coming here because 3%. You literally, what you did was walk to here, opened this, and then just dipped. You're just like, I'm not gonna come here anymore. Yeah, screw it. And just dip like that because 3%. Holy. But a lot of primos though, right? A lot of primos, right? You can take your time to slowly feel this, or you can just bomb rush everything. I wouldn't recommend bomb rushing though. Because you get burnt out quite easily. Alright, a lot of people get burned out from just trying to finish the map as a whole. Personally, I think it's probably better take time. Waiting. Anyways, time for me to end school. I see you all next time. My personal my personal option to go for would be Yelan, not meta-wise, just because I I it's because she's the most loved out of the three options you have given me. Just because she's the most loved out of the three options you have given me. So I would go for Yelan. Just for that reason. Other than that, okay, I think that's all. So, anyways, 100%. Daniel, exploration. I feel like you really like Natland a lot. Cause like holy, look at the completion rate. Anyways, or let me guess, you did all this maybe because of the quest. Okay, maybe okay. Anyways, really time for me to end stream now. I'm gonna give you back your account once I end the stream. Thank you. All right, Rio, Rich, Sanskar, Noxus. Once again, I apologize, Noxus, that I'm not able to do the account. Do your redeem today for your character review. I apologize, but I'll do it the next time you're here. Right? I'll use voice. I'll just be whispering. Right? And I'm sorry about that. Oops, as well. Okay, but welcome. Thank you for coming. And who else was it that was here? Vishu, and Rio, and who came? And I think I covered everyone that came. Right? Who else was it? I think and Shadow, right? Thank you all for coming to the game. All right, good night. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all the next stream. Bye bye. Bye bye. Actually, wait. Let's rate Fuzzy. You know what? Let's rate. Let's rate our main Fuzzy. Rate Fuzzy Boys. Did I type the right guy? No, I typed the wrong. That's the crap. That's the wrong. That's the wrong Fuzzy. Holy, that is the wrong Fuzzy voice. This is the correct Fuzzy, alright? Okay, so you guys have fun over at Fuzzy's. He's also playing Genshin, right? He's, some of you know him, some of you don't know, Genshin streamer. And he's doing a world quest, I think. Anyways, bye-bye. Have fun there, bye-bye. See you all next time.